Hey everybody, this is Rachel Jones with Engel and Völkers, and I am here with Adam Dellemonico from Movement Mortgage, and we are going to give you a Monday update.
Awesome. So what we wanted to talk about first here before we dive into the real estate market is just talking about interest rates and what we're seeing from a mortgage application standpoint. So rates hit an all-time high, or not an all-time high, a 20-year high back in October, and since then we have seen a pretty steady decline. So right now we're sitting right around the 6% mark for your top tier fixed 30-year conventional mortgages. Now that'll obviously depend on the client, their credit score, a couple other factors, but that's a good average. So that is down over a full percent, which is great. Now the number one thing that we're going to be looking at this week is the inflation report, and that's going to be coming out on Tuesday, which will really dictate where rates go from here. So that's just a little bit about interest rates and where those are going. Now, as far as mortgage applications are concerned, that really tells us how busy the market is, right? So if there's more people applying for mortgages, we can then see that the market is getting busier, and that'll turn into contracts and homes sold in usually 2 to 4 months. So we're seeing about a 20 to 25% increase in mortgage applications. So that's obviously great for the market. It's starting to get busier, which I'm sure you've seen on your side as well.
Definitely. Do you have an idea of if they're going to be increasing the rates again, or when they look at the inflation report, is that like on the table?
Right.
Is it always on the table?
Yeah, it's always on the table. Really good question though. So as far as the interest rates that the Fed are talking about when they raise their rates, that's in regards to short-term rates, which is things like credit cards, personal loans, student loans, car loans, things of that nature. Mortgages are a little bit different, but they do trend relatively the same. So if the Fed decides to increase interest rates, what they're trying to do is slow down inflation. So the inflation report will have a big impact on that. If inflation does slow down and if inflation comes down, mortgage rates will also come down. So it could be a good thing long term if they do raise the rates, which, short term not great, long term it will be a good thing though for mortgage rates.
And what are some buyers' options as opposed to like a 30-year fix? I know that there were some options before when the rates were getting really high. Is that still on the table?
Absolutely. So there's things like 2-1 buy downs, ARMs, which is adjustables, ways to get a lower interest rate for a short period of time, and then it adjusts or increases to the amount that they're going to stay at for the remainder of the loan. So that's definitely an option. Also, there's a new grant program in Rhode Island that's giving $17,500 towards your down payment for first-time home buyers who qualify. So that's another way where it's not directly tied to the interest rate, but if you're getting $17,500 towards your down payment, that can obviously help with the big picture, not just the monthly payment. So there's definitely options. There's a lot of buyer demand right now. Obviously, there's not too many homes for sale, which I know you'll touch on, but the market is busy. So for sellers, that's a great thing. And for buyers who are on the fence, now is one of those times where we definitely recommend reaching out to us and getting the ball rolling.
So that brings us to our inventory update.
Yes.
Average days on market are about 32 days, and Adam asked me a great question when we were preparing for this. Is it 32 days from when it's listed until it's sold, or it's sitting there for 32 days? So what I'm seeing is that it's actually not sitting there for 32 days. It's coming on the market, and we're still going into a multiple offer situation. So advice would be, if you're a buyer and you're out there looking based on these inventory levels, you want to get out there and try to see the property as quickly as possible. The average price point for a single family home is about $440,000. We've got 750 single family homes on the market today. Multifamily homes, we only have 120. And then for condos, we've got about 200. So my advice as a realtor, my professional advice would be, if you're interested in buying a home this season, the older rules from 2 and 3 years ago still apply. Get your pre-approval together, get out there, link yourself to a realtor, and start looking at homes, because the properties are still going to be moving quickly with an inventory shortage.
And for sellers, that's obviously a good word of advice as well, because there is a ton of buyers, obviously, and not a lot of houses. So still a good time to sell, I'm assuming, if you are a seller.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually spoken to about a handful of sellers in the past couple months, and they've said, oh, we found something we like, but it's not a good time to sell, which is a complete misconception. It's still a really good time to sell. There's still a lot of buyers out there. There's lots of programs helping buyers get matched with their homes. So it is absolutely a good time to sell.
And with 750 homes for sale, obviously not a lot of competition, which is, as a seller, that's all you can ask for. So.
Right.
good day, good time to be a seller, but also there's still tons of opportunities for buyers as well. So this Rhode Island housing program is great. You know, rates are coming down pretty steadily, so it's a good time in the real estate market. We definitely expect a busy summer and spring, but getting in before the spring is often advised for buyers, and for sellers, getting contact with you to get ready is also advised.
Yep, getting ready, giving advice as far as like small staging, organization, small home projects to make sure that they're ready for the spring market. Thank you so much for watching, and we're going to bring this to you hopefully at least once a week, maybe more, we'll see. Thanks for watching again. It's Rachel Jones and Adam Dellemonico.
Thanks, guys.